Good morning, afternoon, everyone. We're at the top of the hour. We'll give it a minute or so, and then we will begin with the event. Thank you very much. Good morning again, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. In the interest of time, and because we have such limited time, we will most likely begin now. And as people join the live stream and the chat, they will be let in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants and partners and entrepreneurs and business owners, participants, thank you so much and welcome to this event. I hope that you're all well, and thank you for joining the launch of the Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Academy platform, a joint effort by the African Union Development Agency, AUD/NEPAD, and Microsoft. My name is Mohammed Sultan, and I oversee an initiative called 100,000 MSMEs, under which this work sits at AUD/NEPAD, and I will be moderating today's launch and hopefully also keep us in time. For those of you that are not yet familiar with AUD/NEPAD, AUD/NEPAD is part of the global reforms of the African Union that are geared at improving the Union's impact and operational efficiency. The mandate of AUD/NEPAD is twofold. It is, first of all, to coordinate and execute priority regional and continental projects to promote regional integration towards the accelerated realization of Agenda 2063. It is also to strengthen capacity of African Union member states and regional bodies, advance knowledge-based advisory support, and undertake the full range of resource mobilization and serve as the continent's technical interface with Africa's development stakeholders and development partners. We're extremely pleased to be launching this event today, and our wonderful panelists will be able to delve into a lot more detail. And so without further ado, allow me to introduce our speakers today and to walk you through how the event will happen. I will be sharing a brief bio of our three speakers, and then we will allow them to say a few words. We hopefully will be able to take Q&A, brief Q&A questions towards the end, but we hope that this will be instructive for the many of you that have shown interest in joining us today. So let me begin with introducing the wonderful people that will be with us today. And let me begin with the AUD/NEPAD side. My colleague, Ms. Fati Nzi-Hassan, who's a national of the Republic of Niger and serves in South Africa at the AUD/NEPAD as the head of the Human Capital and Institutions Development Division. Her role is to provide leadership in the development and implementation of relevant tools, intervention, projects, and programs to support governments of the 55 African Union member states in their efforts to provide a decent life for all. Prior to joining NEPAD, Fati worked in Europe for more than 10 years as a management consultant and as a program manager supporting the transformation of private and public entities. Her interest in education, employability, and equal opportunities has led her to take part in several initiatives serving communities in both France and Niger since 2007. She holds an engineering degree from the École nationale de statistique et d'économie appliquée in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, and an MBA from l'ESSEC. She speaks French, English, and Hausa. On Microsoft end, we are going to be joined by Ms. Olatiwa Williams, who's an award-winning business leader with more than 20 years of experience in information technology industry, helping organizations leverage the power of technology to achieve their business objectives, with experience spanning consulting, support, and channeling of people management. She's currently the country manager for Microsoft Nigeria and Ghana. She's known for building strong teams, helping customers adopt new technologies, and for transforming business outcomes. She's committed to the cause of seeing more women succeed in transformation in the technology field, and she leads female-focused initiatives to support that work. We'll then be joined by the Synapse Center. Some of you may know, but the Synapse Center is a progressive, not-for-profit social enterprise. It was launched in 2003 with a vision to contribute to a sustainable world where social impact and profit are actively and simultaneously nurtured. And we will have Mr. Ibrahima Ndouadine Diagne, who's the managing director of Gainde 2000. He is the president of the African Performance Institute, API, a Pan-African think tank, an animation group dedicated to the promotion of digital technology. He's got 24 years of experience in digital fields and a particular focus on e-commerce, dematerialization, and trade facilitation. He has served as Rapporteur of Africa at the United Nations Center for Electronic Transactions from 2006 to 2018, and has founded and chaired the African Alliance for Electronic Trade from 2009 to 2017. Mr. Diagne holds a Bachelor of Science, an MBA, and a Bachelor of Science from and a Master of Science from HEC Montréal and HEC Paris, and holds a certificate from Stanford University Graduate School of Business on Transformation Management and Leadership. He currently also chairs the steering committee of the National Consortium for Electronic Commerce, set up by the Minister of Commerce to federate national actors around initiatives and carriers of added value. He will also be joined finally, and but not least certainly, by Ashi Gupta, who's our counterpart and our very good friend and a regional program manager at Microsoft. So now that we've front-loaded the bios of these wonderful people, allow me to hand over to my colleague, Isfati Hassan, to say a few words on behalf of AUDA NEPAD. For the participants, kindly note that you are, for now, muted, but you can raise your hand if you have questions, and we'll get back to you towards the end of the session. But for now, for ease of communications, everyone is muted other than the participants. Thank you so much, and over to you, Kathy.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Good morning, all. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor and it is a privilege to be part of this event with our partners at Microsoft. Together, we aim to serve the community of micro, small, and medium enterprises, business leaders. Thank you all for joining us today. It is exciting and hopeful to see so many micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs. I think we are reaching or closely to reach the 100 participants. And thank you for that. Your ambition and your dedication to leverage on as many opportunities as possible to increase your business abilities, to create value, and to solve a number of your communities and continental problems. This is commendable. It's part of what we need to get to the Africa we want. In 2019, AUDA NEPAD, recognizing that the heart of the economic activity and prospects for meaningful economic opportunity had to be driven by the 90 million MSMEs on the continent. So we launched the 100,000 SMEs initiative with a number of institutional, financial, and business ecosystem partners as an initiative to do just this, provide tools, options, and concrete support to MSMEs. Our vision is to create one digital space and one network of grassroots partner organizations, providing MSMEs of all sizes in all industries, in every African Union member state, providing them services that will allow them to grow, to produce more, and eventually to create more jobs. The 100,000 SMEs initiative addresses 4 constraints, primarily through the development, management, and upkeep of a digital platform. This digital platform would facilitate 1, capacity and training. The MSME Academy is meant to empower MSMEs with access to critical capabilities, those capabilities that limit their access to growth and access to finance. The second aspect is access to markets. The MSME marketplace would support MSMEs with access to new markets and growth opportunities. The third aspect is one seeking to address the $750 billion financing gap for MSMEs on the continent. The MSME finance system will create partnerships to provide diversified, adapted, and direct finance to MSMEs, along with risk mitigation options. We want to see African MSMEs with a risk profile that is fundamentally changed and decreased. MSMEs who engage with financing opportunities from a position of knowledge. On the other hand, in line with the mandate given to us by African states and governments, we will work as an interface for financial institutions who seek to access a quality pipeline of high quality companies, especially those traditionally underserved. Lastly, this is for us an opportunity to play our role by developing insights and evidence. Working alongside platform members and partners, we are collecting quantitative, qualitative data from MSMEs across all African Union 55 member states. This information is helping us to build more insightful collective intelligence that we translate into programmatic input, guidance, and also into policy advisory to member states. So far, we have been able to officially launch this initiative in 13 African Union member states, reaching out to more than 3 million participants, mostly micro entrepreneurs, who learned about the platform and what it offers. The 100,000 SMEs initiative has benefited from the support and partnership of many partners, among which McKinsey, EcoBank, and other partners who have brought expertise, political support, and funding to this initiative. This includes African Union Commission, UNDP, the World Bank, UNIDO, USAID, Synapse, Badea, and of course, Microsoft. Ladies, gentlemen, our ambition now is to reach over 1.5 million MSMEs in Africa by providing them with entrepreneurial and business skills training, by improving their access to finance and new markets, as well as establishing networks for support and incubation. This ambitious goal will only be a reality if we put more effort to ensure quality training, demand-driven curriculum, and access to financing and market solutions at our national, regional, and continental levels. This is why this partnership with Microsoft is so important. It signals the interest in building more dynamic and resource African ecosystem. This partnership creates value for the business leaders across the continent by leveraging the unique capabilities of each organization. The learning platform that we're launching today with Microsoft offers 22 free online courses in an easy and accessible way to everyone. And we hope to add more in the near future. This platform is available in 6 languages: Hausa, Amharic, Igbo, Yoruba, French, and of course, English. Ladies and gentlemen, business owners, as the platform grows and develops, we will embrace all three main project components that include the MSME Academy, the MSME Finance, and the MSME Marketplace, which aim to accelerate access to capacity, access to finance, and access to markets for African MSMEs. Our consistency towards the three components will determine the success of this critical project for Africa's present and future endeavors. This is in line with the attainment of Agenda 2063, Aspiration 1, on building a prosperous Africa based on inclusive growth and sustainable development. Notably, according to the International Finance Corporation, about 70% of Africa's total employment is contributed by MSMEs. This huge percentage highlights how critical the MSMEs are for building Africa's socio-economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to close by thanking our partner, Microsoft, and critically all of you, entrepreneurs and business joining, as well as long-term partners of AUD and APAD. I would also like to call on partners, financial institutions, and development partners to continue supporting this initiative. I hope that we will see more of you, entrepreneurs, and more often as we diligently work to expand our training, financing, and marketplace. Merci. Nagode. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Fatih. Super insightful. And let me hand it over now to our partners, Microsoft, Ms. Ola Williams, the country manager from Nigeria and Ghana. The floor is all yours.
Thank you very much, Mohammed, and great speech, Fatih. Really glad to be part of this event today. So, good morning, members of the African Union Development Agency, micro, small, and medium enterprise partners, respected guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really excited about this event, and I'm happy that I'm able to participate. And I'm also particularly happy because this is an exciting time to live in Africa, because we are the forefront of digital revolution on our continent. Digitization is taking place at phenomenal pace and accelerating innovation, driving demand for thousands of new technology-oriented jobs. And Africa is ideally placed to take hold of the incredible prospects by this rapid transformation that we're experiencing in Africa, but we must deliver the digital skills needed to seize the opportunity before us. So for us at Microsoft, we have a tremendous ambition for digitizing transformation in Africa, and is evident in the different engagements we are having across the continent. But we also know that this is not something that we can achieve all on our own. It will require collaboration with public sector, NGOs, public organizations, and private entities for us to bring this agenda to life. Our partnership with African Union Development Agency is one of such partnership, and together we are providing access to digital content that help micro, small, medium enterprises to transform their businesses for greater growth. Microsoft shares African Union Development Agency's NEPAD's goal of contributing towards decent employment for African youth by supporting sustainable youth-owned micro, small, medium enterprises. We have been proud partners of this 100,000 SME for 1 million job campaign, which seeks to build capacity of 100,000 small, medium enterprises in Africa through training on entrepreneurial and business skills, to improve their access to finance and new markets while establishing overall networks for support and incubation to bolster their business success. It is so important to provide e-learning solutions and content to support micro, small, and medium enterprises because they are actually the backbone of African economic development and future of Africa economic growth. We all have a responsibility to accelerate digital transformation, to support and upskill SMEs to help them effectively complete their day-to-day work and realize opportunities to optimize and scale their businesses. The Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise Academy seeks to build the capacity of MSMEs through training on entrepreneurial and business skills, whether it's learning about business compliance, developing business process, digital literacy, or working with computers, or even understanding how to use Excel spreadsheets. This training provides MSMEs the skills required to ensure that they continue to grow their business. The training provides online capacity platform, and this platform is free, just as Fatih mentioned in her speech earlier. It's free and hosts 200 courses in extensive subjects. This is an amazing resource for those who want to continue to develop their skills and learn new way of doing business. So whether you are a company or a policymaker or part of business ecosystem, I really want to encourage you to come on board. Join us in the growing community of 38,000 African micro, small, medium enterprises and across 50 countries that are already on this platform, that have trusted this platform and are using it. To ensure we drive inclusive usage, we understand that language and culture are deeply important and that people learn most when instructed in their mother language. Realizing the need for localized content that is inclusive of African community who have been traditionally excluded from digital skills because of barrier posed by English language instructions. So we have translated our digital training content for micro, medium, small enterprises into Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, and Aramaic, as well as French, and of course in English language, as mentioned earlier. We are committed to digitizing Africa in a way that is accessible and relatable for everyone. We are also proud to present Microsoft Community Training, our low bandwidth e-learning tool that enables organizations of all sizes to run large-scale training programs for their internal and external communities. I want to let you know that this Azure powered platform supports personalized learning. It is affordable, it's easy to use and manage, and provide robust security and privacy protection. It is optimized for mobile-only user and experience. It provides mobile-only users the right experience, and the experience are kept simple and visual for easy adoption. So whether you're using your mobile or using any device, you have very good experience on the platform. So users can access courses from from anywhere at any time from their device of choice, with videos and quizzes, even on low bandwidth or while working offline. So the challenge of bridging the digital divide are many, we are aware of that, but with all of this platform and our continuous commitment to ensure that we digitize content for everyone's use, I am certain that we are equal to the challenge. Through our strong partnership, we will succeed in developing social capital, nurturing new understanding and stimulating innovation and sharing knowledge on entrepreneurship on the continent to drive continuous growth of small, medium businesses in Africa for rapid development of Africa economy. I want to thank you all again for joining this event. And I look forward to the impacts that this platform will provide within the MSME ecosystem across Africa, and continue to enjoy these sessions. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Ola, for that, for those wonderful words and for the encouragement for the community as well. Thank you for being here. We're going to move along the program and hand over to our colleagues at SINAS. But before that, let me just say one thing for our Francophone entrepreneurs and audience members that are asking in the chat about translation. Chers amis et collègues entrepreneurs francophones, nous reviendrons sans aucun doute vers vous avec une présentation en français ultérieurement. Donc ne vous inquiétez pas, les cours sont également en français, mais sur la plateforme, et nous reviendrons sans aucun doute vers vous. Thank you so much, and allow me to now hand over to our colleagues at SINAP, Monsieur Ibrahima Diagne, who will be saying a few words before we get our good friend Ashley Gupta from Microsoft to go over the platform itself. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Diagne.
Thank you very much. Good morning or good afternoon. And bonjour aux collègues francophones. Et comme vous l'avez dit, je pense qu'ils auront l'occasion dans une autre session de pouvoir le faire en français. So I'm going to share with you some insight on SME's challenges on this new transformation area where we are. So I have a presentation I will share with you. Okay, good. Thank you, Ashley, for sharing this screen for me. So I will discuss with you the SME's challenges on this digital transformation area. Not only digital, but maybe wider. You can move to the next slide, please. Yeah, so business is changing very fast, and you will probably make it with your own experience. You will see that business is changing very fast. The customer are changing the way they are buying because of the digital impact. So most of the customers now are on the screen of their smartphone, and this is quite the most common tool for someone to purchase. But not only that, you also have global players on the whole industry for the buy and sell big marketplace that's affecting worldwide, not only the country where they are operating mainly, but also all over Africa. And most of the small and medium-sized businesses are using those platforms in order to make available their offer to their customer. And also we have to notice that there is new regulation. Sometimes we are aware about those regulations, sometimes we are not aware. And those new regulations at the tax level, at the data protection level, and so on, are also changing the game. So for SMEs to take benefit from the new frontier of business, because in the past decade, your market was the physical place where you were. But today with the digital, your market could be wider than the physical place where you are. Not only at the market size, but also for the competition, because you can be located somewhere and to do your business, someone who is locating out of your country, remote from the place you are, being your competitor. So it is a new part of the game. And in the past decade, it was not like that. Also, you will see that your supplier, even the government, will have a way to interact with you where digital will be more and more important in that relation. So the business is changing. All the business models are also being re-challenging. And what I want to say is that if everything is changing, if everything is under transformation, probably you need new skills, and those skills, you need to maintain them. There is no longer, I think, to me, the situation where once you finish your education or whatever kind of training you have, and then you just have to be on the market and try to make your business. We are now in an area where you need constantly to update your skills in order to maintain your business. And most of you are in business because this is what you have learned, or this is what you have get from your experiences, but maybe you don't have the skill of management, and management is becoming very critical to succeed in business. You can move to the next slide, please. This is just to give you a very quick overview of what digital is in the world now, not only in Africa region, but you can see that there is, for the population of 7.8 billion in 2020, maybe we are now around 8 million or not very far. More than 50% are living in cities. And it's not only a reality worldwide, but also in Africa, we can see that the increase of urbanization is very high. We also have 5.2 billion of the population being connected to mobile phone. Maybe it's very high on the Western countries, but also the rate of growth is higher on the South countries, just like in Africa. Internet users as well, you know, that is now more than half of the population of the world. And you will also see that many African and many persons are very active on the social media. And this is to just let you know that there is a new place to do business, and also there is a new mindset of the customer. And if the customer has a new mindset, the business should comply with that new mindset. You can move to the next slide, please. So as I already said in my introduction, digital affect customers because most of the person with a screen on their hand, the screen on their hand will be the way they will buy something. It can be a service, it can be whatever. And if you are not on the screen of your customer, there is a big risk that your business will not succeed in the future. Even if you are very successful today, know that if you are not on the screen of your customer, in the coming years, your competitiveness will decrease. So you need to upskill, and you need also to update the way you are doing business. Your workers, you can be a very small company with only one worker, or maybe yourself just as the only person doing all the business. But you can also have a team, and you have to know that for that team to provide the service you expect from them, they will be more efficient if you are using digital. But not only digital, you also need to process all your business, because if your business is relying on the stuff you have, if they move, because there is a big mobility of people now, most of you who are on the digital business will notice that there is a very active rotation of the skills. So if the way you're managing your business doesn't include the capacity of making people interchangeable, I don't know if the word is proper in English, you may face challenges when the people will leave your company to move to another company. So you need to process your business in order that whatever people being here or someone else being here, it will be easier for you to run your business. But also your supplier, because when we talk about SMEs business, I think that there is three main challenges. One is to reduce your cost. The second is to get access to your market. And the third is to manage your people. I think that these are the three main challenges for whatever company you are and whatever you are doing, small, very small, and whatever. If your cost, you cannot reduce your costs, you cannot get access to your market, and you cannot manage your resources, mainly the human resource, you will be in trouble, because the competition will take the business from you. This is what you may have on your outlook, competition. If I'm not very efficient, what will happen is not that I will just erase my profitability, but I will also let the competition to take my business. This is very important, so for you to have a look on it. We can move to the next slide, please. Okay, so definitively we all know that you need new skills, but what is also funny is you need to do many things at the same time, and you need to understand all the change around you at the same time and take the good decision. Really is tough. I know that being a manager in 2022 and beyond, it's very tough, because there is so many things you need to handle in order to succeed in your business. And as you are just managing the development of your company, at the same time, you need also to manage the stability of your company, and also to be able to tackle all the changing in your environment. It can be legal, which is very critical, but it can be also technological fact or competition fact. So this is one of the reasons this webinar is very important, because this webinar is not addressing only business of a certain size or only formal business. It's addressing all type of business. And for all type of business, there is a need to get access to new skills, but also to maintain and to improve those skills in order to maintain your business. And maybe you will see it in the second part of the presentation, the one that will be done to introduce you the platform. You will see that there is a wide range of skills you can access, but also in all languages, local African languages, and also more international languages. Meaning that it's not tailored just for a type of business, it's tailored for any type of business. Skills is critical. If you miss, or you don't upgrade, or you don't upskill your capacity, probably you will face challenges on your business. Next slide, please. Yeah, so in this context, I think that I have taken a lot of my time to make the introduction, but it was very important. The remaining part is quite a repetition of what I've already said, but it's important now in this context to understand that fostering Africa's competitiveness and innovation. Innovation is a very critical word. Potential is an emergency. Why innovation is important? Because if the market is changing and if new competitors are coming, if you want to make the difference for the business you are doing, innovation will be a critical way. And you can make any kind of innovation. Innovation is not only bringing new technology. Innovation can be making business differently. Innovation can be addressing a need of your customer in a different way. Innovation can be on the business model, disruption on the business model. So there is many ways of doing innovation. The only thing is that you need to have in mind that if you are strong in your market, you need innovation to stay strong in your market. If you are just a beginner and you don't have any market share, you need innovation also to address at least a small part of the market, and from there trying to address the big market. And you can see that all the nice story, all the big story of entrepreneurship start with innovation, not only technical innovation, but also innovation on the business model and so on. You can move next, please. And there is an emergence of disruptive business model in this changing world, and there is some challenges for African SMEs. Leadership is critical. Why is critical? Because it's a way you'll be able to embark your stakeholder. It can be your investor. Sometimes you need investor to develop your business. If you have a poor leadership, your capacity to sell your business to investor will be low. You need also leadership to manage your people, because if you start a business, you will not have money to pay everybody the value of their work. You have to sell them the future that you will build together, and you will share the benefit together of that future. You also need leadership to negotiate a contract, to get new customers. Sometimes you have very large companies that will be your customer, and if you are very small, the only thing that can help you to be in a good balance during the negotiation will be leadership. So it's critical, and there is in this platform you will see that you can increase your leadership potential with the courses that are available. Business skills, you know, most of the entrepreneur will the natural skill will be the one of the business they are doing. For instance, if I am let's say a medical person, so I will be very good in medical. But when it's about doing business, I will be very poor, because during my medical study, there was no course on how to maintain a business, soft skill, digital skills, and so on. So on the other part of this slide, what is important is you need to understand at any time what is your business, how it's moving. You need to consider data. Many businesses are not considering data. They're just doing their business and considering the rise of the sales and so on, only the internal data they have. But you need to understand the data of the market, because this is the best way to know, to understand how your market is moving. Adaptation is is also the same than agility. If something changed outside, you need to change something inside in order to take benefit from the change of outside. And transformation is something that you will need to do constantly, because everything is moving. And if you are not transforming your business internally, you will not be able to get the benefit from outside. Next slide. I think that my time is quite over, but I will make it very quick for the two last slides. Why a platform for micro, small, and medium enterprises in Africa? I think that this is a very brilliant idea, making available such platform, because it will allow any businesses, whatever is your size, whatever is your market, to know that you have to improve your skill. And if you improve your skill, you can access to the platform. I think that it's free of charge. So a more detailed presentation will be made on it. And it will allow you to just fill the gap you have in terms of skill, and being able also to address the challenge of your market, the challenge of your business. So this is a very, very, very important platform, I think, and it's available in many languages. So all the African region can benefit from it. And now the challenge is the appropriation. So you need to make this platform your interactive platform to upscale yourself, but also if you have something, an experience that you have faced, and you succeed on that challenge, I think that this platform should also be something allowing you to share those best practices. So I will not go longer, because presentation will allow all the participants to get informed about what you have on this platform. So if you allow me, this is maybe the end of my presentation. I will not go longer to allow the next person to give presentation on detail on what this platform is about. So thank you for your attention, and sorry for my English if it has not been during all the speech at the level of Anglophone, because I'm Francophone. Thank you. Thank you
so much, Ibrahima. It was very good, perfect English. And thank you so much for, again, centering this question of the importance of continuous learning and upskilling in extremely dynamic markets. And I think everyone looking at the feedback that we're getting from the chat, there's a lot of excitement and diversity in the work that our entrepreneurs and business leaders are doing. Let me just pivot now over to Ashi, who will go through a brief presentation of the actual portal and platform. And a lot of you are asking how it works. So Ashi will be able to walk us through that a little bit, and then we'll open it up for a few questions that have already emerged. So Ashi, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. So let me quickly share my screen. Okay, please do let me know if you're able to see the screen.
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to speak to you all. So I would request Mohammed to also post this link on the chat. So as you can see, this is the Audanipad MSMEs training platform. So this is how the page looks like. And as you can see, there are various courses available here on both digital skills, business skills, soft skills, etc. And we will go through all of that in detail. So this platform is available in various languages. So as you can see, it's available in English, French, and Amharic. So once I click on sign in, you will see that it will ask you for your mobile number. We want to ensure that it's easily available for everyone. So it will ask you for your mobile number, and as soon as you put that, you will receive an OTP on your phone. And you will just have to put it in. So just give me 1 second. And as you can see, I have signed into the portal. Now, as you can see here, it's a very easy user interface. It's a very low bandwidth portal. So since I've already logged in before, I can easily, quickly access all the courses that are available. However, if you are registering for the first time, it will ask you to fill in a few questions. So you will get this form, and it will ask you for very basic information like your name, phone number, email address, country, age, and a little bit of details about business and what your interest is. We are just collecting this information to understand what kind of courses you're interested in, what kind of business you're involved in, because we would like to keep this platform as dynamic and as up to date as possible to provide you with the content to really be able to optimize and learn new skills. And at the same time, we're also looking at current industry trends to make sure that we provide you with the latest and the most updated content. So we really value your feedback and any support that you need from this portal. So if you look at the portal, as right now, I am presenting in English, but as you can see that it's also enabled in French and Amharic. You can go to the course library, and here you will see a list of courses that are available. So at the very top here, you can see that these are all the courses that are available. For example, there's course on business compliance, business presentation skills, business processes, and there are also courses on digital literacy, Office 365, Microsoft Word, etc. So I can also scroll down to see each course on its own. Or if I choose so, I can just click here and it will take me directly to the course that I'm interested in. Another great thing is that all of these courses are available in various different languages. So as you may see that there are courses which are available in English, but at the same time, there's also courses available in French. There are courses which are available in local African languages like Igbo, Hausa, Amharic, Yoruba. So we really do want to ensure that this portal is not for few, but it's for everyone so that they are able to really skill themselves and get the most benefit out of the different learning material that's available on the portal. So let me take one example and take you through it. So for instance, if I'm interested in business compliance, so I just have to click here and you can see that the course will begin. So it's video enabled, it's very easy user interface, and you just have to play.
Legal
and my
business
course has
compliance.
started.
Compliance is a crucial part of your business's.
Another great thing is that this is enabled for low bandwidth. So as you may have noticed, when I started the video, the resolution wasn't that great, but as the bandwidth gets better, the resolution also gets better. So it actually helps you to really see the course in a low bandwidth area as well. And once I finish all of these courses, right now you can see that they're all logged. However, once you finish these courses, you will be able to get a certificate as well for this course at the end. Taking another course as an example. So for instance, let me go back to course library and let me go to digital literacy. So for instance, if I want to use the module on communicate online, so you will see that it's giving you information about what to expect from this module. So there's information, for example, introduction to email, get to know Outlook, how to read and reply to email, sign in, sign out, and then I just click register. And as soon as I register, again, you will see that you can come here and go through each of these videos to really complete this course. So this is the course library where you find that all of the courses that are available. And then you can go to My Courses tab, where you can actually find the courses that you may have registered for. So as you can see, these are all the courses that I am registered for. And it will also show you the completion. So since I have not started really like going through any of these courses right now, so it says 0% complete. But as soon as I start finishing different microbyte videos, it will show you the completion rate. So 10%, 30%, etc. You will be able to see that. And also, since you're already registered on the portal, you will be able to save whatever completion rate that you have, so that you don't have to do this course all over again, or you can do it in different settings because it's more self-paced to really support you in your journey to skill yourselves. So it's very, as you can see, it's very simple, easy user interface. Once you complete courses, you can get certifications. You can actually do these courses from your laptop, from your computer, from your mobiles, from your tabs. So it's accessible on all these different systems, and it's very easy to use. So let me just pause here and hand over to Mohammed if there are any questions.
Thank you so much, Ashi, for that. It was great to see the platform in practice, and I think many have been asking as well in the chat. I am mindful of time. I know we've got about 7 minutes left, and we wanted to open up to a few questions that we've received from the audience. So we will take a few minutes just to answer some of the questions that have been shared in the chat, and I have some in front of me here. Colin asks essentially what, looking at the financial aspect of African countries, what will essentially be done to support greater access to financial opportunity. There are people asking for specific support for their businesses, and I think we will get to how this platform can help them create a better pathway to accessing these opportunities. And then there's questions about some of the courses as well, and we can try to answer them. But let me maybe I can turn over to Fatih, or I can try to answer the question about the nexus between the learning platform and the overall ambition of this initiative to de-risk MSMEs vis-a-vis financial actors, and therefore to increase pathways to more adequate funding for MSMEs on the continent, what you were describing as the $750 billion financing gap. So maybe over to you, Fatih, for 30 seconds, please. I'm not being policeman, but just in the interest of time.
Thank you, Mohammed. Just maybe to give a bit of perspective. This platform, we want to see it as the go-to place for all African micro, small, and medium enterprise. So for us, it's really the place where they should log in on their device every morning, looking for opportunities in terms of training, opportunities in terms of financing. And the objective is to have for every country, every African Union member states, specific offers when it comes to financing. We are engaging intensively with financial institutions, including commercial banks, to understand their requirements when it comes to funding MSMEs. So obviously, the training we are offering is going to be more and more specific in addressing those skills gaps to allow MSMEs to be able to present themselves in a manner that makes sense for financial institutions and the banking system as a whole, so that it would increase their chances to get financing. We could have, and I'm sorry, Mohamed, I'm going to use additional 30 seconds. We could have taken the road of looking for grants and sponsorship and direct funding of MSMEs, but we think it's better to equip the MSMEs with the skills that will allow them to tap into the huge potential of funding on the continent and beyond. We do not believe in free money, in magic money. We rather believe in strengthening the MSMEs so that beyond the little grants that we can offer them, that we could offer them, they would be more equipped to go after real funding opportunities and grow and provide for the number of jobs that we need on the continent. I hope that this responds to the question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fatih. I think it does, and I think what I would invite the participants here is to stay tuned. I think the development of such a platform is complex because it requires to also engage with the financial sector and to engage with domestic regulation in ways that may take time, but we're attempting, as Ashley also said, to be as dynamic as possible. So some of the feedback that we're getting here today, some of the feedback that we're getting in data collection through the academy, both in terms of what MSMEs need in terms of skills, where MSMEs see major blockages when accessing financing opportunities and in accessing and developing their markets, is what we're using to build the support mechanism. And so it's very likely that you will hear from us also to embed some of that feedback that you're facing in real life, if I can say it like this, to help improve the system. Just wanted to address there's a question that's in the system about sort of the role of conflict management and dispute resolution. I think without going specifically to this thematic, I think part of what the platform is seeking to do is, again, answer the needs of companies. And so we want to be as clear and dynamic as possible about what is really both useful, what is necessary, and what is transformative for companies. And if that includes certain modules, we will be raising that information and that data from what we're getting in terms of the learning courses that are emerging out of the community, out of the large community that's starting to form around this. I'm seeing also a lot of people putting in their contact information in the chat. It's great for everyone to have, but I would strongly encourage you to follow the link and sign up for the platform. I think it's the easiest way for us to have your contact and for you to remain fully informed of all the changes that are happening in the platform itself. I think we only have 2 minutes left, so I think we may have to end the Q&A at this. But in many ways, we have your contact, and this is for you. This is undoubtedly, as Fatih, as Ashley, as Ola mentioned as well, and as Ibrahima said, this is an initiative that is meant to really provide structural changes to the ways in which MSMEs are increasing their skills, increasing their choices, increasing the opportunities that they face, that they could have in building their businesses and solving community needs and problems, hopefully at scale. And so here at AUD and EPAD, we are certainly committed to this, and we're very ambitious but humble in the way that we serve this community. So we encourage you to be in touch with us. We encourage you to be coming to us with ideas, suggestions, thoughts, interrogations, and even pushback if you have some. We will integrate it. We will be thinking, but our goal is to move forward and to be in the service of greater equitable, sustainable, inclusive opportunity for these community of leaders that you are representing here today. And again, to our non-Anglophone colleagues and partners here, do not worry, we will certainly be coming back to you, and there'll be plenty of opportunities to do this in other languages as well. And with that, we're at the top of the hour. So let me thank absolutely everyone for your time and commitment today. Thank our partners at Microsoft. Thank our partners who made this possible that we're not here today, and all the panelists that made time to join us, and Synapse as well for the wonderful presentation. And we will, I think, end it here, right on time, hopefully, so everyone can go back. But we'll download the chat and get all your contacts as well. But please go and register for the on the platform. It'll be better. Thank you so much, and thank you to all the panelists, and have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mohammed and team.
Thank you.
Thank you, partners.
Bye. Thank you.